4 3 weird and wonderful animations by Paul Driessen from Formations. In a few minutes, Driessen turns the world upside down in tip-top after a parable of conformity.
This is Channel 4, continuing the band season with Monty Python's Life of Brian, a comedy set in biblical...
Now on 4, we continue our Worldwise 86 season with a visit to a small place in Sussex, Arundel Castle, an Englishman's home.
Drama of the newsroom to the relative quiet of the early morning. And with the time approaching 1:56, that's all from us for the moment. It just remains for me to remind you that we're back on air at 6 with Heathcliff the Cat, followed by the Channel 4 Daily at 6:30. So from the Channel 4 night shift, have a good week, and good night to you.
Well, after 3.5 hours of 60s music tonight, you might like to bring yourself up to the Musical Minute with that new series that's starting on Channel 4. For the next 20 weeks, Friday night will mean Wired, an hour of popular music with a strong element of journalism, and all co-hosted from London and New York. That's Wired, 11:15 Friday. But now, at just before 2:55, and with apologies to Richie Havens, this is one not-so-handsome Johnny wishing you a peaceful night from us all here at Channel 4. Good night.
But that's it for tonight here on 4. I hope your Boxing Day was a good one. So this is Arlene Fleming, on behalf of everyone here at Channel 4, wishing you a very peaceful night.
In a few minutes on 4, we take a walk on the wild side with the Dedridge Cowboys. First on 4, someone wants his wicked way with an object of perfection.
This is Channel 4, continuing the week of the Long War.
On 4 now, Casanova's on camera in Men Talk.
Well, just before we take a couple of hours break for tonight, a look ahead to tomorrow at 8, when Robert Redford and George Segal are partners in crime in our film The Hot Rock. Join us for that tomorrow night, but right now, time for Channel 4 to wish you a very good night.
Now on 4, a clerical terror on a milk float.
Because of poor weather conditions, I'm afraid Channel 4 racing has been abandoned for today. So instead, Life and Love in New York now on 4. Joan Crawford stars in The Best of Everything.
At 3:45 tomorrow, the return of 15 to 1. As for 3:45 today, it's a Happy New Year to Richard and Carol.
We have a Stargate SG-1 double bill today at 4:50 on 4, showing the final episode of the last series and the first of the brand new one. Now though, sci-fi film adventure, it's amazing what you can find down a volcano during a journey to the centre of the Earth.
Now on 4, the first in a 3-part fantasy adventure, Dinotopia.
Monkey. A very fierce rabbit.
Somewhere between a lion and a deer.
A teddy bear.
A dog.
Cat weasel.
Chameleon.
Is a cockroach an animal?
Giraffe.
Donkeys.
My border terrier.
A hawk.
Dog in a very rich man's home.
A rat with pretensions.
A big, furry pussy.
Channel 4 News, the latest at 7. First on 4, remember the 5th of November. Lee feels the heat in Hollyoaks.
Tonight's the night, and you could say that that little yellow fella's about to make a bit of an impact on 4.
Channel 4 News is at noon after my crazy media life checks out gang culture. Foo Fighters live at 10 to 1. But now on 4, Clint Eastwood stars as Dirty Harry Callahan in The Deadpool, which contains strong language, scenes of violence and scenes of drug taking from the start.
There's twists and turns aplenty in Without a Trace here at 10:45. First, Clementi comes to the rescue with a risky procedure now in ER. Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro in our film The Score at 10:30. First, forget the fresh air and greenery, get the reality from those who live and work in our endangered countryside. Lie of the Land contains stark images of animal slaughter which some viewers may find upsetting.
Hangover, a wrong number and an interesting faux dance at 11:25, but first up, advice on parents. I've got this friend.
So back next Friday at 9:30, a new series of 8 out of 10 cats. That's because this series of Ugly Betty is about to come to a dramatic end.
Channel 4 News is coming up in half an hour's time. First off, although the big day gets ever closer in Hollyoaks.
A bit of New Year music for you from 12:10 after strong language from the start and plenty of mucking about too. Lee Evans, live.
Breaking bad news in Hollyoaks in half an hour's time here on 4 after a TV dinner with The Simpsons.
ER in 25 minutes. First, who'd have thought Will and Leo would have something, or rather someone, in common? ER in 25 minutes. First, who'd have thought Will and Leo would have something, or rather someone, in common? A surprise wedding for those desperate housewives at 10:15. First, let your summer commence. It's Big Brother's live launch, so expect strong language and flashing images.
Huh? Oh!
So Hollyoaks at 6:30 and Lindsay is getting really creeped out by Silas after a dark day for Springfield.
Welcome to tonight's Music on 4. In 15 minutes, the duo Cat's Eyes are on foreplay. First, we get into the groove with a celebration of Madonna's music from JD Set.
A Channel 4 News Summary is in an hour's time. First, though, the search is on for the perfect getaway.
Now on 4, things get decidedly nasty when a woman finds herself trapped in the London Underground and pursued by something that's beyond words. Expect bloody violence and strong language throughout. Creep.
This time tomorrow, Kate Roth, with so many secrets and so much to learn. Right now, Big Brother's faking it. Expect disbelief and strong language.
Gordon Ramsay butters up the Parisians for the secrets of the croissant at 10. First, turn the lights down, and if you can, make sure you're watching in 16:9 for the conclusion of The Queen in 3D. If you don't have the special 3D glasses, you can still view and enjoy the programme. For those who do, you'll be told when to put them on and when to take them off. Leaping out at you, Saturday 9:20, the greatest 3D moments ever, followed at 10:20 by horror that gets straight to the point. Friday the 13th, part 3 in 3D.
So, 2 hours of top-notch US drama right now. Try and get your head round this. All's about to become clear in the event. Wait for it. On 4. So, is it terrorism? Is it a conspiracy? One thing's for sure, you'll be hooked. The double bill of the event is at 9. Now though, table football and constant flirting. To have the life of a soap star, eh? Come dine with me on 4. A scrapyard. The in-betweeners are going camping in an hour. Questions before that though. What's happened to Sean's girlfriend? What's happened to the plane? Just what's going on? The event here on 4. Help bring in the new year with Alan Carr's Chatty Man at 10. Now though, 8 celebrities, months of training, and it's all come down to this. Obviously, it goes without saying that everyone's been trained by experts in controlled conditions. So don't try this at home. It's Famous and Fearless on 4.
He's back in the game. Jason Statham, Transporter 2, tomorrow night at 9. Right now her name is Something Horrible Face, and she's here to ruin Friday night dinner.
Tomorrow at this time, trying to discover why employee turnover is so high by being the undercover boss. Right now, we're bringing you bang up to date with Hugh's fish fight as the battle continues. Our late film, Cyrus, at 1, after a little music on 4. Fatboy Slim and Sigma are wrapping up well for Snowbombing 2015.
It's 9 o'clock and we are a go on 4. Tonight we'll be undressing and unwrapping our fabulous new look. Keep your eyes peeled for something fresh and exciting during the following commercial breaks. Back to business now with Educating Cardiff, and there is strong language and sensitive themes.
It's 12 o'clock. On the dot, here's Jackie Long with the Channel 4 News.
It's 7 o'clock and you're watching Channel 4. Right now it's the Channel 4 News with Jon Snow and Krishnan Gurumurthy.
Guess what? It's The Simpsons. on 4.
Time to fire up those engines, hear the noise and feel the speed. Live from Monza now on Channel 4, 2016 Formula 1 Italian Grand Prix qualifying.
Bart gets himself into some seriously hot water this evening. The Simpsons in an hour here on 4. First up, freaky fusion food. In Couples Come Dine With Me. The Channel 4 News here in half an hour. First on 4, Lindsay, leave off, love. It's Hollyoaks.
Disgraced superheroes back in action. Zack Snyder's Watchmen plays at 10:30. And now on 4, it's action all the way in the big screen version of the classic sci-fi series Star Trek, which contains mild violence.
Penultimate Dream Factory action as Deal or No Deal preps for its tour at 1:10. But first, Christmas has come early. Well, at Kirsty's house anyway.
All groundskeeper Willie wants is a room somewhere, and all Homer wants is a pair of blue pants. And Lisa's gone all my fair lady. On 4.
Well, stealing a kiss from Felicity Huffman right now on Channel 4. It's One More Frasier.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Everything you need to know about a blossoming royal romance and the astonishing results about Meghan's diverse ancestry. 11:30 tonight. Right now, some strong language nudity and graphic depictions of historical torture that might upset some viewers. Channel 4's Gogglebox. 12:30 and we reminisce with Snow Patrol playing live from Abbey Road. First up, if you know Meghan Markle stars in Suits and dates Prince Harry, and that's about it, this one's for you. The story of her ancestors and their own uphill struggle is quite remarkable. When Harry met Meghan, a royal romance.
We're live in Baku for the qualifying heats of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. That's from 5 to 1. That's right after Lee Mackenzie gets to sit down with our very own Flying Scot as F1 meets Sir Jackie Stewart.
My name is Millie, and I'm proud of all those women of 100 years ago who got the vote. Now on Channel 4 is the Hollyoaks.
Thanks, Millie. It is indeed the Hollyoaks, and tensions run high in the Malik household.
And now it's Channel 4 and it's The Simpsons.
Today is International Day of Persons with Disabilities, and Channel 4 is proud to be supporting the Purple Light Up initiative. Join the global chat with hashtag Purple Light Up. 6.6 million skilled and committed people with disability and health impairments make a vital contribution to the UK economy.
Channel 4 is marking Alzheimer's Day. Hello, my name is Sue Strawn. I took part in the restaurant that makes mistakes. Reminiscing about things from our past can really help people with Alzheimer's. Things like what you're seeing right now when Channel 4 launched back in 1982.
OK then, this is how it's going to work tonight. You sit down and watch Channel 4. That's literally it. You get entertained and you get to stay safe. It's win-win. Get into grips with your gripes right now, as the comedian formerly known as Joe Lycett has got your back.
Now on Channel 4 as part of the Black and Proud season, Mo Gilligan celebrating the vibrancy of the black comedy scene, a circuit that's been well established for over 30 years. Black, British and funny, with very strong language. We're back to Coronation Street now, where weather feels...
Whoa! What's going on?
Oh, I've picked up the wrong scripts.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. How have I done that?
Should have gone at Specsavers.
Clearly.
We're at the restaurant hoping to unwrap more than socks and deodorant. First date at Christmas comes bearing gifts at 10. Strong language first, time to celebrate one of the UK's grandest establishments. It's Christmas at Highclere Castle, where staff followed industry guidelines throughout filming.
You're watching the work of Martin Lambie-Nairn, who sadly died on Christmas Day. Back to the wild days of the 90s now, with strong language from the start, language which some viewers may find offensive, scenes of violence, adult sexual content and some nudity. And tomorrow it's Big Brother's Davina with the Naughties at 10.
You're with Channel 4, home of England's Test tour of India and the nation's favourite sofa-based TV critics, who, just in case anyone's worried, all do keep to social distancing guidelines whilst making the show. So, strong language and adult humour now, as Gogglebox returns. How's that?
Celebrating Pride Month and beyond with a sassy selection of shows sashaying down their own diverse lane. Check out the Pride collection on All 4, the UK's biggest free streaming service.
This is Channel 4. We interrupt our programmes to join Channel 4 News.
Channel 4 presents an advertising special with the fully electric Skoda Enyaq IV SUV.
So Gordon's pulling a double shift tonight, a kitchen nightmare in Queens at 20 past after Greek cuisine with Italian heritage all the way over in Connecticut, slightly later than expected. It's a lot to unravel in Ramsey's 24 Hours to Hell and Back. Expect strong language throughout. Undercover Boss USA is tonight's reminder that you should really be in bed at 10 past 2. A Greek restaurant in a pit of trouble right now on Channel 4. What's Gordon gonna do about it? With strong language from the start and throughout and later than billed, it's Ramsey's Kitchen Nightmares USA. Undercover Boss USA time now on Channel 4 as we take a look back at a repeat of the time when a toy maker couldn't bear the idea that her business might be a bit stuffed. Temptations on a diplomatic trip now. The Handmaid's Tale with very strong language and violent scenes.
Good morning from Channel 4. Now, I know it's early, but no, you're not imagining it. A bit of your screen did just turn purple. 15% of it, in fact, because today we want to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with #WeThe15. Well, with comedy all the way through to midday here on 4 this morning, starting right now with Mike and Molly. And you may have noticed that a bit of your screen has just turned purple. 15% of it, in fact. That's because today we wanted to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with #WeThe15. More from Mike and Molly now here on 4. And here's something you might not know. 15% of the world's population live with disability. Channel 4 wanted to shine a light on this, which is why we've coloured 15% of your screen purple. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. Well, you may have noticed that some of your screen has just turned purple. 15% of it, in fact. That's because today Channel 4 is highlighting that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. You're watching Channel 4, where today we want to shine a light on the fact that 15% of the world's population live with disability, which is why we've turned 15% of your screen purple. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. You're watching Channel 4. Now here's something you might not know. 15% of the world's population live with disability. Channel 4 wanted to shine a light on this, which is why we've coloured 15% of your screen purple right now. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. Frasier time now on Channel 4. But just before the blues come a-calling, you may have noticed that a bit of your screen has turned purple. 15% of it, in fact. That's because today we want to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. This is Channel 4, and this is something that you might not know. 15% of the world's population live with disability. We wanted to shine a light on this, and that's why we've coloured 15% of your screen purple. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. Well, you've probably noticed that a bit of your screen has turned purple. 15% of it, in fact. That's because today Channel 4 wants to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation at hashtag #WeThe15. This is Channel 4, and this is something that you might not know. 15% of the world's population live with disability. We wanted to shine a light on this, which is why we've coloured 15% of your screen purple. Join the conversation at hashtag #WeThe15. Well, you've probably noticed that 15% of your screen has just turned purple. That's because today we want to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. This is Channel 4, and this is something that you might not know. 15% of the world's population live with disability. We wanted to shine a light on this today, which is why we've coloured 15% of your screen purple right now. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. So you may have noticed that a bit of your screen has turned purple, 15% of it in fact. That's because today Channel 4 wants to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. Well, you've probably noticed that 15% of your screen has just turned purple. That is because today Channel 4 wants to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. Right now though, the Channel 4 news headlines. Well, you've probably noticed that 15% of your screen has just turned purple. That is because today Channel 4 wants to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. Channel 4, proud Paralympic broadcaster. And you've probably noticed that 15% of your screen has gone purple. That's because today we want to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. So, 15% of your screen has turned purple. That is because today we want to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. Well, you've probably noticed that 15% of your screen has just turned purple. That is because today Channel 4 wants to highlight that 15% of the world's population live with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. This is Channel 4, and this is something you might not know. 15% of the world's population live with disability. Channel 4 wants to shine a light on this, which is why we've coloured 15% of your screen purple right now. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. 15% of your screen has just turned purple because we wanted to highlight that 15% of the world's population live with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. But now, the Paralympics are a bit late, and so's our Come Dine With Me specials. Well, a bit of your screen has just turned purple, 15% of it in fact, because today we want to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. Hollyoaks in half an hour. Now, you may have noticed that a bit of your screen turned purple, 15% of it in fact. Now that's because today Channel 4 wants to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. Well, you've probably noticed that 15% of your screen has just turned purple. Now that is because today Channel 4 wants to highlight that 15% of the world's population are living with disability. Join the conversation with hashtag #WeThe15. Still to come, the Channel 4 news at 7, but something altogether different first. High tension and dangerous times ahead in Hollyoaks as summer seeks revenge on Sienna.
Did you know that 15% of the world's population live with disability? Channel 4 wanted to shine a light on this, which is why we've coloured 15% of your screen purple. Join the conversation with #WeThe15. Right now, it's tonight's Channel 4 News with Jon Snow and Kathy Newman. Did you know that 15% of the world's population live with disability? Channel 4 wanted to shine a light on this, which is why we've coloured 15% of your screen right now with purple. Join the conversation with #WeThe15. Now it's brand new Mr. Joe Lycett. Drama on Channel 4, Deceit, continues tomorrow at 9 with the whole story available to unravel right now on All 4. Here and now, with strong language and scenes of a sexual nature, Leslie Manville in I Am Maria from Dominic Savage. In light of the sad news about Sean Locke, with a change to Billings, a classic 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown comes later at 11:05. First up, the man, the legend, the comedy genius doing his thing, Sean Locke, Keep It Light, our tribute. There's very strong language and adult content. So, a little bit different to what you were expecting tonight. In light of the sad news about Sean Locke, a classic 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, and a tribute now to the great man himself, with strong language and adult humour.
It's the splintering semi-final of Britain's Best Woodworker at 8 o'clock, and they're crafting desks. Now it's to the Channel 4 News Desk with Kathy Newman in London and Aisha Tull in Leeds.
Giants, what a life accompanying you all across the UK on your travels. But it fancies a new chapter now. Maybe a little feet-up streaming time. So we bid you a fond farewell before we premiere our altogether different new look straight after Hollyoaks. Today with sad times for Yaz and Tom after discovering Yaz's pregnancy was ectopic. Meanwhile, Grace plans dangerous action.
You're the only one of you. Fly free, set sail. Because we're going, gone. Life is precious, not here for long. Life is bumpy, beautiful and treacherous. Your dreams will shatter when you least expect it. But everything is possible because you are here. Life is infinitely better with you in it.
You're watching Channel 4. And if you want to hit replay on our brand new look, stream the full film again whenever you like on Channel 4. Right, news time now. Jackie Long and Krishnan Guru Murthy bring us the latest.
Deciding which region is the best at batter and meeting the Yorkshire Pudding World Champ, a Food Unwrapped Great British Grub special here tonight at 7 on Channel 4, where right now it's time for Countdown with Paralympic legend Tanni Gray-Thompson in Dictionary Corner. For 16 million, you'd think there'd be no work needed, but somehow an exclusive Monte Carlo apartment is still a project property. Guy Phoenix is living his dream, building Monaco's super homes. A brand new series starts Wednesday night at 10 on Channel 4.
This is the Honesty Box, a cutting-edge AI lie detecting technology. Because it's time dating got honest. Do you shave your legs?
No. All right, yes, I'm a cyclist. Okay, fine, I like the feel of them against my cotton sheets. Oh, okay, they're silk. The Honesty Box. Stream or watch tonight at 9 on E4.